Number 1. The 1965 Chevrolet Corvair Monza, listed for just $7,000 and located in Oxford, Ohio. We're kicking things off with a truly unique piece of American automotive history, the 1965 Chevrolet Corvair Monza. This isn't your typical front-engine V8 classic. The Corvair stands apart, and that's exactly what makes it special. This Monza shows 68,000 miles and comes equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission, paired with Chevrolet's air-cooled flat-six engine mounted in the rear. That rear engine layout gives the Corvair a completely different driving feel compared to most American cars of the era, lighter, more balanced, and genuinely engaging behind the wheel. According to the seller, the car runs and drives well, and it has received numerous new parts, too many to list. What's reassuring is that the owner is more than happy to explain everything that's been done, always a good sign when buying a classic that's been properly maintained rather than neglected. What really adds value here is the story behind the car. This Corvair was purchased for the seller's son at age 14 and was driven consistently from his teenage years all the way through high school. That means this car wasn't just sitting. It was used, cared for, and kept reliable. The seller describes it as very dependable, which says a lot for a nearly 60-year-old vehicle. From a condition standpoint, the owner mentions it wouldn't take much to make the car cherry. With a bit of cosmetic refinement, this Corvair could easily stand out at local car shows or become a clean weekend cruiser that turns heads simply because it's different. The 1965 model year is especially desirable among Corvair enthusiasts. It featured improved suspension and handling over earlier versions, making it one of the best driving Corvairs ever built. Combined with a Monza trim and a manual gearbox, this car delivers a driving experience that's becoming harder and harder to find. At just $7,000, this is an affordable entry into classic car ownership, especially for someone who wants something unique, mechanically interesting, and genuinely fun to drive. Whether you're a collector, a weekend cruiser enthusiast, or someone who appreciates unconventional American classics, this Corvair Monza checks a lot of boxes. This isn't just an old car. It's a well-loved classic with history, personality, and plenty of life left to enjoy. Number 2. The 1954 Crown Victoria. Style Shoebox Sedan, listed at $8,200 and located in Jefferson, Georgia. Up next is a true icon of early post-war American design, the 1954 Shoebox Sedan. Known as a car that changed Ford's styling direction forever, the Shoebox earned its nickname from its clean, slab-sided body and smooth, modern lines. Even today, it remains a favorite among custom car enthusiasts and traditional hot rod fans. This example shows 68,000 miles and is powered by the legendary flathead V8, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column. That drivetrain combination delivers the authentic 1950s driving experience. Simple, mechanical, and full of character. According to the seller, this car runs great, making it more than just a project. It's a driver. This Ford is described as an older custom, and that really sets the tone. The paint shows its age, with some visible wear and a few rust bubbles, but that patina adds to its charm rather than taking away from it. It looks like a car that's been enjoyed, not hidden away. Inside, the interior is in good condition, providing a comfortable place to cruise. One of the standout features here is the static drop, giving the car a low, aggressive stance that fits the shoebox perfectly. Add in the vintage sun visor, and you've got a classic custom look that turns heads without trying too hard. The car has also been upgraded to a 12-volt charging system, which improves reliability and makes modern driving easier. The seller notes that the floor pans look decent, which is always an important detail on cars of this era. That means you're starting with a solid foundation rather than chasing major rust repairs. Overall, This Ford is described as a nice, inexpensive cruiser that's ready to go, not a high-dollar show car, but a car you can actually drive and enjoy. At $8,200, this shoebox Ford represents a very accessible entry into classic custom ownership. It's perfect for someone who wants a traditional flathead cruiser, a weekend driver, or a solid base for further customization down the road. Located in Jefferson, Georgia, the seller is clear, no trades and no lowball offers, but they are willing to arrange nationwide shipping, making this car accessible no matter where you're located. If you're looking for a classic with history, style, and real road-ready attitude, this 1950 Ford Shoebox Sedan delivers vintage vibes at a price that's getting harder to find. Number 3. The 1977 Chevrolet Corvette, listed for $10,500 and located in Madisonville, Tennessee. Next up is a true American sports car legend, the 1977 Chevrolet Corvette. By the late 70s, the Corvette had fully established itself as America's premier performance icon, combining sleek fiberglass styling with V8 power and unmistakable road presence. This generation, part of the classic C3 Corvette era, is especially loved for its aggressive curves, long hood, and timeless stance. This particular Corvette shows 72,000 miles and is equipped with an automatic transmission, making it an easy and comfortable cruiser. According to the seller, the car runs good, which is a big plus for anyone looking to get into a classic Corvette without jumping straight into a full restoration. It's not described as perfect, but it is described as honest. What really adds character to this car is the story behind it. This Corvette was passed down from the seller's grandfather, making it more than just a vehicle. It's a family heirloom. Cars like this often receive better care over the years, and they tend to be kept closer to original condition. Now, the seller has made the tough decision to let it go, not because of problems, but simply to free up funds to buy cattle. A refreshingly straightforward reason. The seller mentions that the car needs a little time and patience, which suggests this Corvette is ideal for someone who enjoys light wrenching, cosmetic improvements, or gradual upgrades while still being able to drive and enjoy the car. That makes it a great candidate for a weekend cruiser, a local car show participant, or even a mild rest-a-mod project. At $10,500, this Corvette sits in a very attractive price range. Clean, running C3 Corvettes are becoming harder to find at this level, especially ones that haven't been heavily modified or abused. This price reflects a car that's usable now, with room for improvement and room for value growth in the future. Located in Madisonville, Tennessee, the seller is clear about the terms. Cash only, and serious buyers are encouraged to call with questions. This is a straightforward, no-nonsense sale. No trades, no games. Just a classic Corvette looking for its next caretaker. If you've been waiting for an affordable way to step into Corvette ownership, something you can enjoy today and improve over time, this 1977 Chevrolet Corvette could be exactly the opportunity you've been looking for. Number 4. The 1973 Plymouth Duster, listed for $16,000 and located in Easley, South Carolina. This is not your average classic Mopar. This is a serious drag-and-drive street machine built to dominate both the strip and the street. What you're looking at here is a 1973 Plymouth Duster that's been transformed into a proven race-winning combination, while still being capable of driving anywhere. Under the hood sits a fully built LS2 all-aluminum engine, featuring aluminum block and heads, a performance cam, and mild port work. It's topped with a highly sought-after Trailblazer SS intake, paired with a Holley throttle body, Holley injectors, and a nitrous outlet plate system. It's currently jetted for a 50-horse shot, but the setup is capable of handling up to 250 horsepower on spray, so there's plenty of room to turn things up. Backing that engine is a monster ATI Power Glide, rated at 1,500 horsepower, featuring an aftermarket case, Vasco shaft, Pro-Tree trans brake, and a Circle D converter. This is race-grade hardware. No shortcuts taken here. Power goes to a narrowed Ford 8.8 rear end with Moser axles, Ford Posi traction, and Caltrax, making sure every bit of power hits the ground. The chassis and suspension have been fully addressed as well. The front suspension has been rebuilt. The car runs four-wheel disc brakes, and the floor and trunk pans are in excellent condition, which is huge for a car of this era. Cooling is handled by an aluminum radiator, and the exhaust setup features custom-built headers with TIG welded exhaust. Visually, the car keeps that aggressive drag car attitude with black interior, AR-style fiberglass hood, and a lightweight fiberglass front bumper. Inside, everything is business, built to win, not just cruise. Electronics are handled by a Holley Terminator X ECU, professionally tuned, ensuring reliability and consistency, whether you're cruising the highway or staging at the track. And here's where it gets serious. This Duster is a proven performer. As it sits, it runs high 6 seconds in the 8 mile and high 10 seconds in the quarter mile, fast enough to get kicked out of certain tracks for not having a roll bar. It's not just fast, it's won races, including the Carolina Drag Cruise True Street class, which speaks volumes about how well this combo works in real-world conditions. Number 5. The 1987 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS Coupe, listed for $19,999, and located in Anniston, Alabama. This is one of those cars that true G-body fans immediately recognize and appreciate. What we're looking at here is a 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS Aero Coupe, one of the most desirable versions of the Monte Carlo ever produced. From the factory, only 6,052 Aero Coupes were built, making this a legitimately rare piece of late 80s American performance history. Under the hood sits the original 305 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission, and showing just 79,000 original miles. This car runs and drives great, and according to the seller, it's reliable enough to be driven anywhere. Exactly what you want from a classic you can actually enjoy, not just trailer. The interior is where this Monte Carlo really shines. It's described as being in excellent condition, easily a 9 out of 10, with clean upholstery, intact trim, and that unmistakable SS cockpit feel. Everything presents well and reflects how well this car has been cared for over the years. Outside, the paint is described as driver quality, not a concours show finish, but it still shows very well and looks right for a clean, original example. Most importantly, this car is said to be absolutely rust-free, which is a huge deal for any G-body, especially one that's more than 35 years old. Comfort features are all there too. The heater works hot, and while the air conditioning just needs a recharge, everything is intact and ready to be brought back to full operation with minimal effort. What really sets this Monte Carlo apart is that it's described as super OG and untouched. No rust, no questionable modifications, no hacked up wiring, just a clean, honest Aero Coupe that's getting harder and harder to find in this condition. Cars like this have become extremely popular among collectors, G-body enthusiasts, and anyone who appreciates original American muscle from the 1980s. The asking price is $19,999 cash, or best reasonable offer. Considering the rarity of the Aero Coupe, the low original miles, and the clean, unmolested condition, this Monte Carlo SS represents a strong opportunity for someone looking to own a true piece of Chevy performance history. If you've been waiting for the right Monte Carlo SS, Especially an Aero coupe, this one deserves a serious look. Number 6. The 1964 Ford Thunderbird Landau, listed for $7,950 and currently located in Ocean Shores, Washington. This is a classic Thunderbird that offers style, presence, and strong bones. But let's be clear right up front, this is not a turnkey cruiser. What you're looking at here is a solid driver project. Ideal for someone who wants a real vintage Thunderbird and isn't afraid to do a little mechanical and electrical sorting. The 1964 Thunderbird Landau represents the era when Ford leaned heavily into personal luxury. These cars were built to feel upscale, smooth, and substantial on the road, and even today, they carry that unmistakable Thunderbird presence. This example shows 124,000 miles, paired with an automatic transmission. The good news first, this car starts up and runs, and the engine pulls strong. It's not tired or weak. It is power where it counts. The interior is clean and presents well, making it a comfortable place to sit while you bring the rest of the car up to your standards. On the outside, the paint and chrome still show nicely, giving this Thunderbird a great look from a distance and making it a solid candidate for improvement rather than a full restoration. Now, let's talk about transparency, because the seller is very upfront about what this car needs. The brake pedal is hard, which points to a vacuum or brake booster issue that will need attention. There's a valve-covered gasket leak, a common issue on older engines, and something most enthusiasts can address without too much trouble. The carburetor is a bit finicky. It runs strong once dialed in, but will need tuning or possibly rebuilding for consistent performance. There are also electrical gremlins. The lights can cut in and out, which means this car is not ideal for night driving in its current condition. Because of that and the brake concerns, it's best suited for in-town driving only as it sits right now. For safety and peace of mind, the seller recommends that the car be towed on a flatbed, especially if you're bringing it home over any distance. This Thunderbird is best suited for someone who enjoys working on classic cars, someone who understands that a car like this isn't perfect, but offers a strong foundation at a reasonable price. With some mechanical attention and electrical sorting, this could become a very nice cruiser or weekend classic. There are no trades, no shipping, and the sale is cash only. This is a straightforward deal for a buyer who knows what they're getting. As the seller says, if you're looking for perfect, this isn't it. But if you're looking for a classic Thunderbird with strong running potential and classic 1960s luxury style, this one could be worth a serious look. Number 7. The 1979 Chrysler 300, listed at $11,000 and located in Harpers Ferry, Iowa. This is a car you don't see every day. A late 1970s Chrysler 300 that still carries the spirit of American performance and personal luxury. While the Chrysler 300 nameplate would later return in the modern era, cars like this represent the final chapter of classic, full-size American coupes before downsizing took over in the 1980s. This example shows 78,000 miles and is powered by a 360 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission. According to the seller, the car runs great, and it shows signs of being well cared for over the years. One of the highlights of this Chrysler is the full gauge package, including a factory tachometer, something enthusiasts always appreciate. The clock still works, which is a small detail but speaks volumes about how complete and original this car remains. Inside, you'll find bucket seats in the center console, giving it a sportier, driver-focused feel compared to the typical bench seat cruisers of the era. Comfort was clearly a priority when this car was built. It comes equipped with air conditioning and cruise control, making it well-suited for relaxed highway cruising. This was Chrysler's vision of a refined performance coupe. Plenty of V8 power, wrapped in comfort and classic late 70s style. The body is described as rust-free overall, with the only noted issue being some rust on the trunk lid. That's a relatively minor concern, and far preferable to structural or frame rust. The rest of the car is said to be solid, and it benefits from many new parts, though the seller doesn't list them individually. This Chrysler 300 is ideal for someone who wants a unique classic, something different from the usual Chevelles, Mustangs, or Camaros. It has presence, character, and that unmistakable Mopar V8 sound, without being over-restored or overly modified. The seller makes it clear this is a serious sale and states plainly, no help needed selling. If you're interested, inquiries should be made directly using provided contact number. At $11,000, this 1979 Chrysler 300 offers a lot of classic American iron for the money, V8 power, loaded options, and a nameplate with real heritage. Whether you're a Mopar fan, a collector of late 70s classics, or just someone looking for a comfortable V8 cruiser that stands out from the crowd, this one is definitely worth a closer look. Number 8. The 1967 Ford Mustang Coupe, offered at $12,900 and located in Moreno Valley, California. This is one of the most iconic American cars ever built. The 1967 Ford Mustang, a year many enthusiasts consider the sweet spot of classic Mustang design. Bigger, bolder, and more muscular than the early 64 1/2 models, the 67 Mustang perfectly captures the golden era of American pony cars. This particular example shows 86,000 miles on the odometer and is powered by a factory code 289 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission. That A-code engine is an important detail. It represents a high-performance version of the 289, making this Mustang more desirable than a standard small block car. It also features a B&M shifter, giving the interior a sportier, driver-focused feel. According to the seller, the car starts and runs strong, with a very healthy engine. It's not advertised as a show car, and that honesty is refreshing. Instead, this Mustang is described as a solid driver quality classic, with the interior rated at about 7 out of 10, and the paint also around a 7 out of 10. It presents well, but it hasn't been over-restored or dressed up to hide flaws. One of the biggest selling points here is the body condition. The seller states the car is 100% rust-free, with a straight body, solid floors, and a solid trunk pan, all critical areas on any classic Mustang. Finding a rust-free 67 coupe, especially in California, is becoming harder every year. The car is equipped with power steering and disc brakes, making it far more enjoyable and manageable to drive than many base model classics. The interior is said to be in good condition overall, staying true to the car's original character. There are a few things the next owner should address. The seller recommends having the brakes and lights checked, which is typical for a classic car that hasn't been driven regularly. The registration is currently non-operational, and the car comes with a clean California title in hand. The seller is very clear on the terms: no trades, cash only, and serious buyers only. The price is firm at $12,900. With very little room for negotiation. The sale is motivated by a family emergency, and to help make the deal easier, the seller is willing to tow the car up to 200 miles once a price is agreed upon. A running video and full walk-around are available upon request, which is always a good sign and adds confidence for potential buyers. At $12,900, this 1967 Ford Mustang A-Code V8 offers classic style, solid bones, and real performance heritage. It's not a trailer queen, but it is a strong foundation for someone who wants to enjoy a real classic Mustang without paying show car money. Whether you keep it as a driver or slowly improve it over time, this one checks a lot of important boxes. Number 9. The 1968 Dodge Charger, priced at $16,000 and currently located in California. Few muscle cars are as instantly recognizable as the 1968 Dodge Charger. With its full-width hidden headlights, aggressive fastback roofline, and wide stance, the 68 Charger is one of the most iconic designs of the entire muscle car era, and values continue to rise year after year. This particular Charger shows 117,000 miles on the odometer and is equipped with its original 383 cubic inch V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission. The 383 is a highly respected Mopar big block, known for strong torque, reliability, and excellent street performance. Having the original engine still in place is a major plus for collectors and enthusiasts alike. According to the seller, the car does run, but it is not currently sorted. It has an issue where it stalls when the brakes are pressed or when idling for too long. The seller is very upfront about the situation and makes it clear they are not a mechanic. This Charger is being sold as is and will need mechanical attention to be properly road ready. One of the biggest highlights here is the body. The seller states the car has no rust, which is a huge advantage on a 1968 Charger. Rust repair on these cars can be extremely expensive, so starting with solid, rust-free body adds significant value and saves future headaches. This car originally belonged to the seller's father, and the sale is part clearing out property due to a home sale. The seller is currently handling things from out of state and simply needs the vehicle gone. Because of this, the pricing reflects motivation rather than condition or market hype. The car comes with a clear title in hand and is currently located in California, listed as Monterey, with the vehicle noted as being in the Sacramento area during the cleanup process. The terms of sale are very clear. No trades, cash or wire transfer only, and the car needs to be removed as soon as possible. This is not a turnkey cruiser and not a finished restoration. Instead, it's a solid project Charger with one of the most desirable body styles ever built. Its original big block engine and a clean title, something that's becoming harder to find at this price point. At $16,000, this 1968 Dodge Charger represents an opportunity for the right buyer, someone who understands classic cars, can diagnose a stalling issue, and wants to bring one of Detroit's legends back to its full potential. Whether restored, upgraded, or kept mostly original, the foundation here is what really matters, and this Charger has it. Number 10. The 1977 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, listed for $16,500 and located in Fort Collins, Colorado. Next up is a beautifully preserved example of late 70s American luxury muscle, the 1977 Chevy Monte Carlo. These cars are known for their smooth ride, long hood, and elegant styling, and this particular example stands out thanks to its originality and careful ownership. This Monte Carlo is a one-owner car, garage-kept, and shows just 55,000 original miles. It's a true Colorado car, which explains the seller's claim of no rust, a major selling point for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Under the hood sits a 350 V8, paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the kind of relaxed torque and smooth cruising experience Monte Carlos are famous for. The seller says the car runs and drives like a dream, with everything working as it should, a rare statement for a nearly 50-year-old vehicle. Even better, this car is described as all original, which adds significant value for collectors who appreciate untouched survivors rather than modified examples. The interior, drivetrain, and overall condition reflect years of careful storage and responsible ownership. The car comes with a clean title, and the asking price is $16,500 OBO, meaning there may be some room to negotiate. The seller is also open to a possible trade, which could appeal to buyers with classic vehicles of their own. Whether you're looking for a comfortable weekend cruiser, a nostalgic piece of 1970s Americana, or a clean survivor that's becoming harder to find every year, this 1977 Monte Carlo checks all the right boxes. With low miles, originality, and documented one-owner history, this is the kind of car you can enjoy immediately while watching its value continue to climb. Number 11. The 1976 Chevy Malibu, listed for $7,000 and located in Vancouver. Up for grabs is a clean and honest 1976 Chevrolet Malibu, a true mid-70s American classic that's becoming harder to find in this kind of original, well-kept condition. This Malibu shows 76,500 kilometers on the odometer, is equipped with an automatic transmission, and powered by a V8 engine, delivering that smooth, relaxed cruising feel these cars are known for. According to the seller, this Malibu runs and shifts nicely, making it a solid driver you can enjoy right away. The drivetrain feels sorted, and it's the kind of car that's perfect for weekend cruising, local car meets, or just enjoying the sound and feel of classic V8 without the stress of a full restoration project. One of the highlights of this car is its originality. This Malibu is described as all original and was previously registered with collector plates, which says a lot about how it's been treated over the years. The chrome trim is in very good condition, adding to that classic 70s look, and the car still presents itself with a strong vintage presence. Structurally, this Malibu checks important boxes. The frame and body are solid and has been undercoat, which is a big plus, especially for a car that has spent time in Canada. That extra protection helps preserve the underside and adds confidence for long-term ownership. Inside, the interior is in good condition, offering a comfortable and original cabin that fits the character of the car perfectly. It's not overdone, not modified, just a clean, well-preserved interior that reminds you what driving was like in the mid-1970s. Overall, this 1976 Chevy Malibu is a well-maintained classic that strikes a great balance between originality, drivability, and value. It's not a show car, but it doesn't need to be. It's a genuine classic you can drive, enjoy, and slowly improve if you choose, or simply keep it as is and enjoy the experience. The asking price is $7,000 OBO, making this Malibu a very approachable entry into classic American muscle and cruising comfort. If you're looking for a solid, original 70s Chevy with a V8 in classic style, this Malibu is definitely worth a closer look. Number 12. The 1950 Packard Deluxe, listed at $10,500 and located in Burien. Up for consideration is a true piece of post-war American luxury. A 1950 Packard Deluxe, offered at $10,500 and located in Burien. This classic Packard represents an era when craftsmanship, comfort, and smooth road manners were the top priorities, and it still delivers that refined experience today. This Packard shows approximately 100,000 miles on the odometer and is equipped with an automatic transmission, making it an easy and enjoyable classic to drive. The car runs well and has clearly been cared for, with the owner noting that it has been kept in garage. Always a good sign when it comes to preserving a vintage vehicle like this. Visually, the car is in good overall shape, presenting as a solid, honest classic rather than an over-restored showpiece. The interior is in good condition, offering that unmistakable Packard feel with comfortable seating, and a spacious cabin that reflects the brand's reputation for luxury and quality. It's the kind of interior that invites you to settle in, cruise comfortably, and enjoy the road at a relaxed pace. Mechanically, this Packard runs good, which makes it a strong candidate for someone looking to actually drive and enjoy their classic, not just park in a collection. With its smooth automatic transmission and well-mannered driving characteristics, it's well suited for weekend cruises, local car shows, or simply enjoying a timeless American sedan on sunny afternoons. The car comes with a clean title, adding peace of mind for the next owner. Whether you're a long-time Packard enthusiast or someone looking to step into the world of classic cars with a respected and elegant nameplate, this 1950 Packard Deluxe offers a lot of vintage charm and value at its asking price. Overall, this is a well-kept, garage-store classic that runs well, looks good, and captures the essence of early 1950s American luxury. At $10,500, it presents an appealing opportunity to own a distinguished Packard that's ready to be enjoyed and appreciated by its next caretaker. Number 13. The 1980 AMC Spirit, listed at $10,999 and located in Farmington. Here's a classic you don't see every day, and one that really stands out in the world of vintage American compacts. This is a 1980 AMC Spirit, showing 134,000 miles, paired with an automatic transmission, and has been tastefully transformed into a clean, powerful street machine. Back in the early 2000s, the Spirit underwent a lower mileage restoration, and that's where the real magic happened. During that process, the car received a paint color change, a 304 cubic inch V8 conversion, and a refreshed interior, turning what was once a modest compact into a seriously fun and unique classic. The result is a car that looks sharp, sounds great, and delivers strong performance without losing its vintage AMC character. Cosmetically, the car is described as very clean inside and out. The paint presents well, the body lines are straight, and the interior is in excellent condition, showing that this Spirit has been well cared for over the years. It's not a neglected project. It's a finished car you can enjoy right now. Mechanically, this AMC Spirit runs, drives, and stops excellent. It was recently tuned up, and the oil was just changed using Valvoline VR1, a popular choice for classic and performance engines. That attention to maintenance shows this car hasn't just been built to look good. It's been maintained to be driven and enjoyed. Asking price is $10,999, and the seller is open to the right deal. Trades may be considered, including running and driving classics, mini trucks, side-by-sides, cash offers, or even property in southwest Colorado or northwest New Mexico. The seller prefers calls only with no text messages. Overall, this 1980 AMC Spirit V8 is a rare and eye-catching classic that offers something different from the usual Mustangs and Camaros. If you're looking for a clean, unique American classic with V8 power and real personality, this Spirit is definitely worth a serious look. Number 14. The 1979 Buick Riviera Coupe 2D, listed for just $700 and located in Delhi, Louisiana. Here we have a 1979 Buick Riviera Coupe, a classic personal luxury car from the late 1970s, being offered at a project-level price that's hard to ignore. This Riviera is an automatic transmission car and is being sold as a roller, meaning it does not currently have an engine installed. Because of that, this one is best suited for someone looking for a solid restoration project, a custom build, or a parts donor. According to the seller, the body is in good shape, making it a strong foundation if you're planning an engine swap or a full rebuild. The iconic Riviera styling is still here, with its long, elegant lines and unmistakable late 70s Buick presence. This car could easily be turned into a unique street cruiser, a restomod, or even a period-correct restoration, if you're willing to invest the time and effort. The vehicle is being sold as is, and while it does not have a motor, it does come with a title that has been signed over by the original owner, though it is not currently in the seller's name. That's an important detail for buyers to verify and handle properly before purchase. The seller is asking $700, though they mentioned they were originally asking more and are open to offers. At this price point, this Riviera represents an affordable entry into classic car ownership for someone who enjoys hands-on projects and doesn't mind starting from the ground up. Whether you're looking for a parts car, a budget restoration candidate, or a blank canvas for a custom build, this 1979 Buick Riviera Coupe could be worth a closer look. As always with project cars, plan on trailering a home and be ready for a full build journey. But for the right buyer, the potential is definitely there. Number 15. The 1974 AMC Javelin, listed for $4,500 and located in San Jose West. Up next is a true underdog classic with serious potential, a 1974 AMC Javelin project car that's ready for the right enthusiast to bring it back to life. This Javelin shows 150,954 miles on the odometer and comes equipped with an automatic transmission, making it a solid foundation for a street cruiser or weekend muscle car build. According to the seller, this Javelin was purchased as a project but never fully completed, and it's now being offered as is. Under the hood, the car has been upgraded with a 5.0 fuel-injected engine, which is described as strong and running. That modern fuel injection setup is a big plus, offering better reliability and drivability compared to the original carbureted configuration. Paired with an automatic transmission, the car does run, giving you a functioning starting point rather than a total tear-down project. Cosmetically, the paint is said to be okay and presentable for a driver, while the interior will need to be redone, making this a great opportunity to customize a cabin exactly to your taste. The seller also notes that the front suspension will need replacement, so this is not a turnkey car, but rather a classic that needs mechanical attention before becoming a confident daily or weekend driver. The good news is that the registration is up to date, and the car comes with a clean title, which is always important when dealing with project vehicles. The seller also mentions having all the parts, which could save time and money as you move forward with the build. The 1974 AMC Javelin is often overlooked compared to Mustangs and Camaros, but that's exactly what makes it appealing. It offers distinctive styling, classic American muscle proportions, and rarity that helps it stand out at car shows and cruise nights. With a running 5.0 engine already installed, this one could be turned into a fun street machine, resto mod, or budget muscle car with some time, effort, and vision. Priced at $4,500, this Javelin represents an affordable entry into the classic car world for someone who's not afraid of project and wants something a little different from the crowd. If you're looking for a unique AMC with solid bones and room to improve, this 1974 Javelin might be worth a closer look.